Dr. Pin here. I'm going to share with you another PT exercise for you to do with your dog. It's simple and easy, and you need to make it fun. Your dog doesn't want to do PT if it's not fun. It's called front paws up, and it's to strengthen their hind limbs in case of an older dog that's getting weaker in their hind limbs, or a neurologic dog, or a dog with neurologic problems that's having weakness as well. For post-op TPLO or post-op knee surgery, really fantastic. And for just even early cruciate ligament, you can do this on a very subtle basis as long as your dog is able to comfortably bear weight on each leg. And Spring is going to help us today, and then I'll have several images to share with you. How do I get my dog to stand, or how do you get your dog to stand with their front paws up? I have a couple of scenarios. I use this this pumpkin popsicle. This is just a mug, and I smeared pumpkin on the inside, and then I put it in the freezer. So it's a popsicle. For some dogs, that can be super motivating. And then they'll stand while they're licking. Other times, string cheese is your best friend. If there's a treat you know they love. But if you're asking a dog to work hard, their treat has to be high value, right? None of us work for free. A good question. How high up do you do this exercise? Meaning, how high of a surface should they be standing on with their front paws? And that's going to vary. I'm going to give you some guidelines here. Number one, if we're dealing with a big dog, usually 12 inches, no more than that. And if you're doing a standing up on a tall surface exercise, that can be awesome, but it's a different exercise for a different purpose and different form. For little dogs, I worked with a little Chihuahua once, and I had him standing on an encyclopedia. You may have to travel back in time to find a hardbound encyclopedia, but that was just 2 inches. So for a small dog, that can be a challenge. We don't want your dog to struggle. We don't want this to be overwhelming to them and really hard. It's just an exercise. So that's about the height, and I'm going to show you with Spring some examples of the different heights. So you want to begin with your dog square to the object you're asking him to stand on. Not kind of to the side of it or the other side of it, but so they're set up for success. 2 things, make sure your platform is not slippery. This is just a little aerobic step that I glued yoga mat onto, and that it's stable, that it's not going to slide when we ask our dog to stand on it. We don't want to set them up here. So Spring has done this exercise. Right now you can see he's standing on the platform, and he's very keen, looking at the pumpkin, wagging his tail. Your dog's going to have a little bit more difficulty if they haven't done it before. So you're going to be using something really tasty to lure them to step forward. Don't be tempted to put your dog's foot onto the platform. Just slow down and be patient. Try getting a lower step, and then just luring them until they walk onto it by accident. Then you mark it saying, "Great dog," and let them lick their treat. Then do it again. Reward every little win. I'm not a dog trainer, and I'm not trying to be a dog trainer, but these are just some principles of having some success with this exercise. So Spring knows, pause, come. And then here he's standing with his front paws up. This exercise is pretty worthless as it is now. I'm going to shift the pumpkin back so that he pivots back onto his hind end. And you'll see some images here with some lines on some still photos. But it's not about standing with this weight on his front end. We want him to shift his weight, so I'm just pushing the cup towards him so he pivots back. This is a low step for Spring. You'll see it a difference when we get to a higher step. And I'm just letting him sitting there licking. He's not injured and he is very strong. If your dog is injured, you would only do about 10 to 20 seconds. You don't want your dog falling out of the exercise, meaning if it's so hard they have to step down, you waited way too long. And that's okay, just now you know. Now Spring is going to demonstrate this exercise with a taller step. This is actually 12 inches. This size would not be appropriate if your dog just had surgery or just had an injury or is very weak. So start small, then you can increase in size. But Spring is really strong, and this is just a convenient little ottoman. Use stuff that's around your house and make it convenient in your day. So have it so that you're just walking by and then you take a moment to really focus and ask your dog to do the exercise. The best kind of rehab for all busy dog moms, and I don't know any other kind, is to work it in your day. So come here, Spring, let's come around. Okay, paws up and stand. So now he's standing on this and it looks like, oh, what a good boy. He's standing up on that step. It's 12 inches high. This again is not the exercise and there's no value in this. All he's doing is weighting his front end. So I'm gonna tip the cup, I'm gonna push it towards him so it causes him to pivot his weight back onto his hind end. There you go. So he shifted off of his front end and he's weighting his hind end. Good job, buddy. And he's got the cup in his mouth because I pushed it towards him to get him to pivot back. In some cases, you stay. No, that's the opposite of staying. Come on. You stay. Now I'm going to use my string cheese for getting Spring to adopt the correct form, which I'm emulating bending my knees here. I'm going to show you in a moment with myself. Okay, pause there. Excellent. So then I'm pushing the cheese towards him, but I'm also just elevating a little bit. So whatever it is, we don't want to have it be a target that your dog like leaps towards the cheese. We want it like he's actually licking my fingers and I'm pressing on his teeth. For you, you know your dog, so be safe. But again, we don't want them leaping towards it. If you need to put the cheese on a spoon or fork, whatever you need to keep yourself safe. And so I'm raising it up and then pushing it back towards him so that he really engaged his hind limbs. Good job. And he says he's thinking he's doing the wrong thing because he was doing the right thing and I didn't give him the cheese. So then he sat down. Let's try again, bud. Excellent. So then we want to pivot back. And now the weight is on his hind end. And the other thing you want to make sure of is that their hind limbs are even. And that's even like this, not like this. Or if they have a weak leg, but they're not back, but only bearing weight on one leg. So those are some of the things we need to make sure of. So I'm going to show you this exercise with myself. Because when people are learning it, I really want them to engage their quadriceps and their hamstrings and their gluteals, which are all the things that we are wanting to strengthen in our dogs when we're trying to strengthen their hind limbs. And Spring is being extra helpful today. Come here, friend. Sit. Good job, you stay. So, if it was me or you, and I do want you to try this yourself, I've got my paws, my hands on the platform, and if all my weight was over my front end, you know, I can feel that in my wrists, and if I was straight in my hind limbs or legs, and my weight was here, all I'm doing is putting pressure on my front end. But if I was to pivot back, I would need to bend my knees to pivot back. And that is basically a squat. And I can feel my quadriceps and my hamstrings and my gluteals, saying, hey, we feel you, so just give this a try, humor me. Again, this is not helpful. This is an exercise for strengthening. But in the beginning, your dog's only going to be able to do it for a little bit. So from Paws Up, there you have it. Super important, but be kind and patient with yourself and with your dog. And there's going to be a PDF with some guidelines to go along with this video. Bye for now.